Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, the entirety of the country called Nigeria is like a joke to the rest of the world. There's absolutely no question about that. Now we have a sense of humor in Nigeria. We have to, given the circumstances under which we live. So we have a sense of humor, and we would have been laughing along with the rest of the world if the joke that is Nigeria was not so tragic. Guys, I bring you this. Former presidential candidate Adamu Garba gives update on lawsuit against Twitter CEO Dorsey. So now this is now this guy now. A lot of you that are steeped in Nigerian politics will recognize that name. This was one of the waves of that new generation of politicians that were coming through in February 2019, alongside Fela Durotoye or something, and then Kingsley Moghalu, of course, Showore, etc. So he came with that wave. Esther, I can't remember her last name. So he came along with that wave, and he was interviewed copiously in the media. So that was where he got his name recognition from, and he was saying he's a departure from the norm, but alas, he's just another political jobber, because of course now this is now a dollar move that he's making, signaling to the government that is on board so that he can then go knock on doors to collect his own dollar. Again, the headline: former presidential candidate Adamu Garba gives update on lawsuit against Twitter CEO Dorsey. So now let's now see now what ridiculousness this guy is dishing out. Former presidential candidate Adamu Garba has served an update on his lawsuit against Twitter CEO Dorsey. Recall that Adamu instituted a $1 billion suit against the chief executive officer and founder of Twitter International Company, Dorsey, at the Federal High Court Abuja over alleged sponsorship of the ongoing #EndSARS protest across the country. Giving an update on the case after DMW Act, Peruzzi asked, the former presidential candidate said the first hearing of the case should be before the end of this November. So this is now the silliness that is now going on. But if it wasn't silly enough, and if this guy wasn't dumb enough, and if this wasn't just comical enough, the irony of this all, the irony of this now silliness that this guy is doing, is that he's now making this announcement and giving this updates where on Twitter. So this idiot now is suing the CEO of Twitter as being the sponsors of #EndSARS protest in Nigeria. Of course, the #EndSARS protest had nothing to do with police brutality and bad governance that his daddy is vesting upon the Nigerian state. No, the #EndSARS protest is all about Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, trying to, I'm not quite sure what is the rationale even. Let's just pause there for a moment. Let's assume, without conceding, as they say in Nigeria, that it is indeed the CEO of Twitter that is sponsoring #EndSARS in Nigeria. What is the underpinning of that? What does it stand to gain by sponsoring and so you just see how stupid this whole thing is. But to make it even more stupid, this idiot now is posting the updates on this thing that is weighing against this company on this company's platform on Twitter. So this is now the silliness that is Nigeria, and you can now see why the rest of the world consider us as just one big joke. Conversations in the comment section. A Fulani man will always be a Fulani man. You can give him all the education that is available on this planet, but instinctually it's still that dusty, musty, cattle flowing sort of element that rolls through the desert in search of pastures for his cattle. So a Fulani mindset again at play here, and more importantly a play for the dollars, because this is a money move by this guy. Make no mistakes about it. Come share thoughts, but before you come share those thoughts, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, come join me then in the comment section. Come tell me what you're making of this silliness that these guys are doing. Or is he silly? Is he being clever or silly? Really, he's clever in the moves for the dollars, but silly in just the debasement of already bad name that is Nigeria. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.